Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sit hot. 180.
Watch the boot. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Let's go.
All right, T.
Sit hot.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his leg. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Sit hot. 180. Finish it hot. Finish it hot.
Here we go.
Hey.
Hey, we got Mike 50.
Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. There we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Here we go. 180.
48.
Finish it.
Let's go, D.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. steps away to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your night.
And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Man, I got you.
Final play of the half, Prescott escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Bust through the tackle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming to you.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we go 46. Right now, let's go. Hey, watch the ball.
46. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Army.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Partner, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Here we go.
Mike's 54.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
58's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58's the Mike.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards.
We've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone could run the ball, but for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
From the gun, Jackson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
40.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Check 13. Shift.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the twist.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 48's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Draw play, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
6-man. Check curls.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch the screen. Middle.
To throw on third down, Jackson.
Go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flush to his right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And bring it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Come on, D. 58, boy.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Get out!
48's the
Yeah. What is it out? Tight right. What is it?
Hey.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Shot! 54. 180!
There, 54.
What a shot! 180!
Mike got him.
What a shot!
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! 180!
Buzz,
Report! Report!
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's it,
It'll be a
baby.
gain of
That's
6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Championships, baby.
Mike, let's go!
Mike 55.
Get hot!
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Mike 55. Mike
To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Fighting through and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
180!
Just heavy on
What a shot!
Check 26. Check 26.
Hey, middle.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.